Just getting off a Ria on the run, just hopping off, so I'm a couple minutes late. And I was receiving a lot of information this morning on the 11-11 coming up and how to best take advantage of this marker energy, this collective marker energy that we've co-created to bring our attention and our awareness as a permission slip to even more fully embody our light, just like the sun, guys. So, as I was running, they were talking a lot about the energies of that we will be working with. But what I thought we would do first before I get into it is just do a cross breath and connect to our spiritual sun, our sun within. And we're going to use the sun in the sky as that physical marker, as that physical reminder, as a tool to bring our awareness to the fullness of who we are. And some information that was also coming through really strongly during my run today. And I was listening to some YouTube channeling and Pamela Arlen, and she was doing some Metatron channeling. And I'm like, oh my God, all of this stuff is so in sync and what's coming through to me as well. But of course it is, because we are reflecting and projecting and creating that information and those tools and those people and those channelings and those platforms that are resonating with us. Because as we become more and more light, we are reflecting quicker. You know how what is the saying? Faster than the speed of, I guess that's sound, but light. Something like that. And how quickly it travels, quicker than density, quicker than darkness. And as we become more and more anchored in embodying our natural self, we are reflecting that information quicker. So, hey, good morning, Leona. So you guys are the ones actually reflecting today's channel and today's reads. And I see a couple of people out there. And like always, I did stick a quick little announcement this time when I was doing my run. But if you guys don't mind sharing out, I appreciate it. So we are reflecting. We're reflecting even quicker at lightning speed, but we're not, we're shifting. The reflecting is due to a shifting of the reality that resonates with these high frequencies, and it does happen quicker and quicker from our perspective on a linear timeline, because we are still living sort of on a linear timeline, so it seems fast, but what's happening is we're shifting exponentially. our our uh, our energy is just, as you shine one light on one thing, then all of a sudden we're brought all of this other awareness, just like all of these leaves everywhere falling. It's like all of a sudden the tree starts making one leaf fall, and then all of a sudden the whole tree is bare and all the leaves have fallen. And that's kind of like where our awareness and our consciousness is taking. It's exponential. It's like all of a sudden it was one that now we're being showered from within, all of this light shining forth from within us, this information, these light codes, and activating. Hey, Thaddeator! Oh my God. So even Thaddeator. So John and I are going to be coming on, and I didn't even realize it was like when we set the date. I knew it was 11/11. I knew it was important, but I wasn't even really aware of the magnitude of this portal energy until I was running, and I'm like, oh my God, that's going to be so beautiful. What a beautiful time to do a class where we're bringing all of this light and awareness to us, and then using the tapping, the EFT, directed or instructed by Master John Thaddeus, um, to um, move that energy to anchor even more light. And we can't anchor the light if it's blocked. It's like if you got a flashlight, it's not going to shine into a door, a room, unless we open the door. So this class is really bringing the things that we are needing to know to step more fully in our mastery in this portal. So as we open the door and then we shine the light, and then it's a tool to help us to see, to move the energy, to fully embody that which we already are. It's like opening up all the doors in our castle and our temple. All right. So speaking of activating, I thought that we would just breathe into our spiritual center, activate ourself, and um, Spirit was speaking to me on self-activation. And I'll get more into that with the channeling in a minute. But as we bring our awareness to our higher self, to our God source energy within, to that center, our heart space that we use to hold all of our attention for our multi-universal self. Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted with Caleb's out there blowing. When we bring that attention to it, it's like opening to the door of all that we already are. We're a castle, and we do have many rooms. And we open the doors by entering the heart space, not just one door, but many doors. The sun doesn't shine through just one path on earth. It shines on the entire earth, many rays. So when we bring focused awareness to our heart space, we literally are activating, we're literally opening up the doors to the many selves, the many characteristics, the many parts of us that are all unifying now to help us to live our heaven on earth, to shift to the earth that is resonating, reflecting, mirroring us at a fuller capacity. And as I was running, I was doing some light language to myself, and it was coming across way different than my usual light language, but Spirit was saying, even if you don't think you speak light language, you do, first of all. You are light, so you have to speak that which you are. It just might come through in a different form, not in an expectational way, but even through sounds, just making sounds to yourself as a intent, as a tool to activate codes. And as I was running, I was going through, and I just felt up and down my entire being, things being spark, spark, spark. And I was just doing this light language, and it didn't sound like my normal, but I could tell it was super activating, because my intent is always, if I'm going to do a live, I want to come forth as a clear channel and with the highest vibration and frequency. I want to reflect the people that are watching's highest frequency. I want to give them what they need, and to be unfiltered, and to just be a pure conduit, and to be that mirror for them. So do that, they're saying. You self-activate. You don't need to go outside of yourself to activate. You are the sun. The sun is within you, and you have that power. And with your intent, making the tone just sounds, it holds a vibration and a frequency. So I'll probably do a bit of that as we do tune into the sun. I can't flip the camera on StreamYard. So we'll just take this moment to ground, to anchor, to embody. It's always there, but we're just magnifying it by allowing it. And John and I's class is going to be all about allowing the fullness of who we are through self-acceptance, through unconditional love of thyself. And then we reflect that. So we'll take a nice deep breath in, and bring your hand. We're here in the physical body, and the physical body likes the physical sensation. So when you're talking, your tongue, and you're speaking those sounds with the intent, by yourself, it might feel silly because we weren't taught that, but to do it, you're literally activating through the frequencies that you're guided to speak. Putting your physical hand on your heart brings attention to your heart. Your physical heart, you need it to be alive. Your spiritual heart, you need to ascend and to be fully embodied in the physical, because essentially we are spiritual. So it's the merging of the two energies as one. So we'll take a nice deep breath in, guys. Drop into your center, the part of you that exists everywhere, always, forever, in the now. You have access to all that you are now. Feel your tingling, the vibration, the love, the codes activating. And exhale. Takatia kotata e atatata kotata shita pa oridata katasita arate papatata irotoko ana shite atasi shita atata iratoko orita pahirotata sharitiki ireta ura pasita pasika a torati isira tuna tikatarata urata patiti tikatashikotatari urai tatata ureta takika parututisira uka Tushiana nasita pakataroti ti. Tatata tututu kakaka untota shikato uti a pa ito o ia tata. Koretata hirato shurata. Basira oria kata hiya. Shuria ka Shuria kasire po uta hiria doshiaka po tariita hasiro unataka irata hiri da hirato ahire toshi da hiakora da sia uata hiri pasikuna shiita ahia ahia ahia. All right, guys. So I'm going to go in the house now and do some readings and some channeling and bring forth some information that was coming through. So what I was feeling in that activation is literally we are activating energies and light within us at a even higher frequency. It's like galactic light codes going off. Oh my God, I see 11 people, go figure. And it literally was da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And it was like in my mind, I was seeing it all. It was activating, but then aligning and merging with all the other parts of us, all the other energy centers. If that makes sense, it's like all of a sudden, say there's an explosion, and then, and not, I know that's maybe not a good analogy, an explosion of light. Popcorn. We'll use popcorn. That seems a little nicer. So it's an explosion of popcorn, and maybe some of it is just all going out, but we're containing it all in a bowl. So all of these popcorn kernels are all going off out of the popper, but then we bring it into the bowl. The bowl is us. Our physical body is the bowl, holding all of those codes, holding all of that activation to be utilized in this moment of now. We have so much support. We have so much support within our being now. Spirit is saying you don't need to call upon the angels. The angels are within you. We hold the frequency of all the angels we call upon. Yes, do that. You can call upon it. The physical likes that, but know that you hold those frequencies already within you. You can use the angels, the legions of angels are happy to assist, but they want you to know there is no power outside of you. You hold the power. We're in the physical, so we like to grasp onto the labels. We like to grasp on and utilize and give ourselves permission slips and tools and modalities and ceremonies. That is all fine and dandy. You have come for that, but they want you to know the power ultimately is in here. It's in here. And speaking of power, oh my God. So this portal is a really calling for us. I was going to share on my computer, but I won't. I'll let you guys share if you don't mind for me. Is they want us to know there is no safety outside of us. Okay? In the past, we were taught certain safety, even when we elect people in politics or elect leaders or pick a class or pick a teacher or pick these energies outside of us. They're wanting us not to give the power to the outside. They're saying, like that political leader. I think they're speaking more in a collective way right now. No, Spirit's saying no. We're not speaking to the collective. We're speaking to you guys, the light workers. They're getting a little stern with me right now. We're not speaking to the collective. The collective isn't on this live, they're saying. We're speaking to you and even your spiritual beliefs of the tools that you use. They do not hold the power. The crystals, they're just showing me an amethyst crystal. I got this big amethyst in a window. And they're saying, yeah, that is a marker. Like the sun, outside sun is a marker, a remembering of an energy you hold within. The crystal is representative of a frequency you hold within. It is a tool. And they're saying that the way we create our power, our safety, okay, that's what they were getting at before. The safety is not outside of us in a leader or in a certain group home environment. You're going to automatically shift to the leader, the teacher, the environment, the class, the food, all of it, as you claim and open up your own power. And that is your safety. Your power is your safety net. And they're saying what that consists of is confidence and trust in yourself. Your discernment, your inner discernment, having confidence in yourself, in your discernment, trusting in that is your safety. In the past, we were taught that the outside is our safety. Right now they're showing me vaccinations. My mom, she's really into vaccinations and always trying to get me, us, the family, to really protect ourselves from the outside. She's always letting me know what's going on in the news. She's letting me know what the latest COVID symptom is. She's letting me know all of these things that I don't give any attention to normally, but it gives me a opportunity to examine any little lingering fears I have within myself. I've not been vaccinated, and I don't listen to any of that stuff, and I listen to my gut, but sometimes I am activated with those little fears on the outside because they are really, really powerful. But they're saying your safety is not in the outside um, prevention. It's not in the outside prevention. The prevention comes in here, and it's through your discernment. And to honor, they're not saying that is wrong. If that is really where your safety is, then to honor your belief system, they're saying. They're not diminishing anybody's way or anybody's belief system. But for you masters, you guys are all master light blasters. You're all warriors of light. You have all come. Oh my God. So what they were sharing also with me today during my run was all of us, you've heard the term fallen angel, and those watching this live now and later are literally, the term earth angels. Well, an earth angel is like a fallen angel where they've lowered their frequency in order to aid the whole. We have chosen to lower our frequency to experience certain densities in order to transmute them, in order to have the experience of ourself, our God self, but also to be part of that collective, to infuse light on a playing ground. So they want you to look at yourself, because a lot of times we look on the outside, even as spiritual communities, we're not really embodying that which we have fully within us. We'll look for the outside guidance, tools, classes, and there's nothing wrong with that because we are here to do that kind of thing. We're just going to, as we empower ourselves and know our power, we're going to reflect the classes, the people, and the guidance that are resonant with a more empowering approach, not fear-based, but love-based. So they do want to share that, or else no one would ever listen or watch anything or partake in anything. Those things are part of the physical experience, and you will reflect the frequency that which resonates to you that is empowering. But what they're saying is, I get off track with my own explanations. Hold on here. It's not outside of you. So using your discernment and trusting in that is really being called for as we step through this portal. You guys are masters. You guys are, oh yeah, that's what it was, angels that have chosen the earthly experience to lower your frequency, to be a player in this ascension, in this new earth. And I know a lot of spiritual workers, healers, intuitives, empaths will find themselves in situations and areas that are heavy, and that is your purpose. You chose to lower your frequency enough so you could resonate and work within that environment and energy. And they don't want you to look at it as if you're a martyr. It was a gift. It's a gift. It's like a lesson, a gift, a class, an experience you chose for yourself and for the others. You're not making a sacrifice, in a negative way. A true sacrifice is giving something to gain. So when we lowered our frequency and you chose to have the physical experience and put yourselves in all of these crazy negative energies you don't even understand, and why, and how can people even think that way? I remember being a little kid, and I talk about this in my book. I had great fear about a third world war. This was like 80s, 70s, and I could not understand why anyone would want to destroy something so beautiful. And it was like, I couldn't understand it. But now as a full-grown adult and then some, I understand now that I came for that experience in order to transmute energy, to infuse light, and to gain the gift of actually living through it all, and to see it and to have a greater understanding from the physical as well. But you guys are put in circumstances because you hold within, your veil is thinner. So when you say, why would anyone want to do that? You're definitely operating from someone who thinks in terms of war or hatred or fear or fight and resistance and all of that. It doesn't make sense to you because your veil is thin enough and you're not operating that dense. You're operating with an awareness, but you lowered your frequency enough to play in order to gain and give light. All right. Please share out, guys, if you have it. All right. Let's see here. So what am I talking about? Oh, yes. So confidence, having confidence in your own discernment is huge as you go through this 11-11 portal. We can even get overwhelmed, Spirit is saying, with all the information. We can become overwhelmed, and that can almost like put us back into a confused state when we do step out of our physical self into the outside, even with good intent from others, get confused with all of the information. And again, Spirit is saying use your own discernment. If it feels free, alive, clean, and clear, then you can claim it, you can use it. But if it's muddling, compressing, stifling, stuck, that is the time to really go within and discern it. Discern it. Having confidence in your own discernment and trust in your own discernment is your safety, regardless of what's happening outside, all of the scatteredness and hype and everything happening outside of us. It's really, really important to come in your center. And I know we hear this a lot, but how it really hit me is the way Spirit said, our discernment, our trust in our discernment is our safety. And as we step through this portal, you're going to have more confidence in your light. You already have confidence in it, but that confidence is stabilizing. Yeah, the confidence is stabilizing the merging of all of your activations, if that makes sense. You've activated a lot, you're discerning, you're realigning. You've got all of this information, but be confident in your discernment. Be confident in your truth. That is your stabilizer, and that merges all of the energies that are supporting you in the here and now. Because sometimes you will activate something within yourself, Spirit is saying, and it might not make sense. It might seem really off the wall, something like you're not used to. But it feels exciting. They want you to have confidence in that new information because we are activating information that seems new, but it was always within us, but we're just releasing it. So as we go and walk through the portal, as we go through this time shift, we're really going to be embodying more confidence in this new energy we're activating. And not that it's new, it's just activating energies that have always been there, they've been dormant, activating the energies that maybe we suppressed in order at a soul's purpose. We chose it before we incarnated. We repressed a certain energy within ourselves because we wanted to go through a certain experience we wouldn't have been able to go through if that energy wasn't repressed. Now you've gone through it, you've extraculated, is that a word? Energy, you've really learned from it, you've really transmuted it, and now, boom, you can activate more codes. Oh, that's another thing Spirit is really bringing forth. So through the confidence in your discernment and acting and taking movement on them, you activate yourself. That was another huge message I got this morning on my run. You literally activate yourself. When you base a decision or do a physical movement, whatever that is, a decision, based on your own discernment, and trusting in that discernment and acting on your discernment. Trusting and discerning a decision that does not make sense to the old you, the you would have, the decision you would have even done a year ago, and definitely not the mass consciousness, you literally activate and create these bombs of confidence within you. So say it's going to be normal. It's going to be normal to have new insights, they're saying, during the pre-portal time. Because what you're doing is you're having all of these insights and activations pre-portal time. That's what this live is about, the pre-portal activations. It's not the portal that is activating you. You're stepping through the portal, a shift, a new, embodying all of this new awareness and pre-portal activations and information. And then as you step through the portal, what it's doing is it's solidifying, if that makes sense. It's like a paradox. You're solidifying the light to be more solid, quote unquote solid, which just means more anchored. The solid in a way that it means more anchored, not as in the way that it means dense or dark, within you as you shift through this portal. Wow. So they just want you to understand that and know that it's going to be normal to be a little like off kilter, a little confused. Have confidence. Have confidence in whatever you're discerning, whatever you're opening up to and allowing, which John's and I's class is going to be really, really beneficial for that as well. Not just removing old blockages, but also it's also going to be very, very good in helping us to discern and let go of any lingering confusion, any lingering energies that are confusing our mind. We can tap through them. We can assist ourselves physically through these huge shifts in consciousness, which are consciousness that's already been in us, but we're boom, releasing, boom, releasing, boom, releasing. Whew, this is so exciting. All right, let's see here. All right. Thank you, Kimmy. Ada, good morning. Brenda, Louise, thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to do some pre-portal readings and just to see what comes through. And it could be, well, we'll just see. We'll just see. Probably do some real quickies. If you share it out, let me know. And if you guys want a pre-portal reading, I'm going to be doing, let's just say some $10 quickies. What do you need to know now pre-portal? What do you need to know now pre-portal? Simple. I'm going to leave it up to spirit. Pre-portal readings. No, 11. Okay, I'm going to switch that to 11, guys. So if you want a pre-portal reading, suggested donation, doesn't have to be. It's just a suggested. I like to play with numbers. I like to play with energy. $11 for your own personal, what do you need to know now? Pre-portal. So I'm going to write that. Pre-portal reading. 11. We'll just keep it at a simple 11. So whatever information or whatever you might be activating pre-portally, it could be just a little insight, and then you'll understand, well, oh yeah, I got that pre-portal, like maybe it's a new idea, or all of a sudden you're being called off, you think it's off course, but it's not off course, it's directing you somewhere else, or just some sort of energy or insight, or all of a sudden you're having gut pains, but this tells you that, oh, you're going to be really shifting and gaining some, activating some wisdom and knowledge concerning something. It's just going to bring something to your awareness that's going to help you with your discernment and confidence as you shift to the 11-11 energy. Pre-portal reading 11, paypal.me. I don't know. We'll just see what comes through. Pre-portal reading 11. $11, 11 cents, whatever. There you go, guys. If you did share out, let me know, and I could do a quickie. But basically, I'm going to be doing some individuals. I love doing readings. It's just fun, and it helps us to all gain something, because we are all resonating in some way, shape, or form and reflecting an aspect of ourselves to another. So when someone steps forward, they're literally holding space for us. So it's an honor for me. It's an honor for all of us when you do step forth and you request a personal reading. We're all gaining from it. And whoops. Whoops. Oh man, what did I just do? No, I don't want to. Whoops. Shoot. Sorry. Let me get back here. All right, there I go. Okay, I see. Just a second, I wanted to star that, just so you guys know. What I wanted to say also is what Spirit also on my run this morning was talking about is sometimes there's question and sometimes we might think we're not serving. Like the whole idea of service, serving yourself, serving the collective, we got to be of service. And there was something I was listening to, and I think it was Metatron through Pamela Arlen, like I was talking about earlier, and I think it was that one, I'm not sure. And they talked about those getting caught up in self-serving, but really, literally, what they meant by self-serving, or a better way for you guys to understand it, being masters and being master light blasters and warriors of light, light wearers, showers, whatever label you want to call it, is that whenever you're serving fear, that is more self-serving, because self-serving, oh my God, what Spirit is saying right now is when you're serving the fear, it is more self-serving in that you are feeding and operating from your own fear, which adds to the collective, which makes you quote unquote self-serving, or you could call it selfish. That's the real definition of selfish, is serving the fear, because when you serve the fear, you separate the light from the experience. And it has its purpose, because fear, you can feel fear and not act from it. So that's normal. Fear is a gift in that it can teach us something about ourselves, a belief we're believing that isn't serving us. But when we're self-serving, a lot of times we're operating from fear instead of love. And love is all encompassing. We're all connected through love. We're all connected and interwoven into love, made of love, our love, and express love. And light is love. So when you operate from trust, confidence and trust in your own discernment with that intent, you're operating from love. You are serving the whole. When you operate from fear, that is self-serving in that it's based on something you're believing in that is not necessarily serving the whole. But you're working through it. That's okay. Spirit is saying it's okay. You're working through it. That's fine. But they just want us to differentiate, and not that that experience is bad. Every experience is valid. But they just want to bring that to our awareness. If you're questioning, are you self-serving or are you serving the whole? Because sometimes we were brought up to serve, and sometimes we think we know that when we're honoring the heart, we're not being selfish, but it just brings a greater understanding. When you're serving your heart from the intent of serving and honoring love, you are serving the whole. You are serving all. Even if it's a personal decision, you decide to move somewhere because it serves your heart and you love it, you're still honoring the whole. But when you throw out propaganda or conspiracy theories and you're afraid you got to watch out for darkness, you don't think you're sovereign, you think you got to watch out on the outside world, it is operating from fear, which is not necessarily serving the whole at the highest frequency. It's serving as a learning thing once you come out of it, but it's self-serving yourself and your own agenda because you're having to work through these energies within yourself, if that makes sense. Which is cutting off you from love, but ultimately it all goes full circle and brings us back to love. We learn something from it. Everything is, that was a paradox within itself, because we do have fear, it is serving us, but when we make our decisions based in fear, we're not serving the collective. It is more self-serving because it's operating from a bunch of stuff that you're holding within yourselves that you personally are working through. But as you work through it, you still paradoxically are helping the whole. I don't even know if that brought clarification or not. But whatever. I'm trusting. And that's another thing. This portal is all about the confidence and trusting yourself and your expression. Doesn't mean you need affirmation from the outside. You guys are moving so beyond that. You're so confident. This 11-11 portal is about being so confident and anchored in who you are, from light, from love, from self-acceptance, self-compassion, John Thaddeus. that he's a master of. That's why I'm pointing him out. Not that he's a master of it because he's dealt through that. And a master is dealt through the energy. So that's a way we could also look at fear. As we work through our fears, we become a master, and then we become serving the whole, operating from love, because we've mastered something within ourselves. And as I was saying, expressing who we are, expressing that light, expressing that healed expression of ourself. The 11-11 portal is stepping through with a greater confidence based on our own discernment, trusting in that. And then as we step through the 11, we're going to be a even more enlightened version of our expression of our own healing. Oh my God. So we're having confidence in our own healing and the expression of it. So all of these healing modalities, all of our channelings, all of whatever it is you do in life, even if it's just something you do in everyday life, cleaning your house or organizing or cleaning your closet, anything, you're going to be putting your own imprint, your own expression. And you can say, well, what the heck's that got to do with healing? Well, maybe you healed your mental mind, your anxiety, your worry, and now you're able to actually show the manifestation of an organized home. So and then you organize it with your own flair because you've healed something within your energy and it expresses on the outside. So from the most mundane to the most huge healing platform, teaching, channeling platforms. All right. I see some people donated, so thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. I just pulled Sunstone, which is courage. Yes, solar plexus energy being shared into share without fear. Again, we are mirroring more clearly. So when you do a group, when you do a class, when you ask for a reading, because we have all done our own personal work, things are clearer. There's you can't make this shit up. It's so clear, concise. Lauren and I did a reading for someone the other day, and she shared an image with me, Teresa Holmes, I don't know if you're watching right now, of a violet in a portal. And in my image of her, there was the Christ consciousness portal opening up, and it showed the cross showing that she was the portal for Christ consciousness through the physical experience, anchoring that in. And she shared a picture of a flower with literally a portal above it. And she goes, you can't make this up. So we're reflecting those energies, boom, boom, boom. Not a day, not a week, not a year. It's like everything is more instantaneously and less contaminated, more pure with our light, our expression. So I might say something and then Kimmy just says, yeah, I just pulled this. And it's saying the same exact thing, but within a different expression. Beautiful. All right. Thank you, Kim. Thank you so much. Okay, so today's intent is pre-portal readings. Any kind of energy, anything we need to be brought into our awareness that is going to give us confidence or bring greater clarity and confidence in ourselves, in our own discernment, in our own power that we might need to know. And we could put in it, we'll just see what comes up. I'm going to shut up now and just do it. All right, so if you donated, please let me know. And then if I have time, I will be doing some quickies. All right. Hello. Hey, Pam. Thank you for joining. Thank you for Melanie. Thank you for the hearts, Thadiator. I have the power. Yes! One of my favorite songs. Oh, and then Jim Carrey. What the hell is that movie? Oh, my God. It's just so funny. I have the power. And then, oh, my God. Yes, Man. I just love that one, too. Oh, my God. Jim Carrey's done some good ones. All right. Ada, good morning. Yes, very powerful, and it's going to get more and more and more powerful. But why things are seeming more powerful, why the messages are more powerful, why the signs, why the symbols? Because we are empowering more of our own light. Not empowering, embodying, which empowers us, which reflects that power, the magic, the healing, the coincidences. Oh my God, I love it. And guess what? You guys are the ones creating it. You're creating it. You're master manifestors. Okay, so I see Melanie donated first, or at least she said it first. So I sent donations. So Melanie, Brenda, and if for any reason you think I skip you, let me know and just keep commenting. So Melanie, Brenda, Ada, And these are just quickies. What do I like shorter donations, not quickies, not donations, readings. It's all my intent is what do we need to know to step in this portal with the greatest of confidence, which is almost like it's just gonna shift us to the physical manifestations of this confidence of our own self-empowerment. And like I said earlier too, John and I's class on the 11-11, what perfect timing, Thaddeus. All right. All right. And Charity, thank you for donating, all of you guys. I feel you guys are going to bring forth some beautiful messages. Thank you so much. So this is who I have. This is who I have right now for donatees: Melanie, Brenda, Ada, Charity. Oh, Kim! She's the one I actually saw first. I'm not sure where she is on the list. Let me just look real quick. Okay. Kim. Okay, so I think Kim is probably right before Brenda. I'm not sure. Spirit will bring it out. All right. I am here. Okay. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Melanie. So this whole portal is about even, knowing knowing our safety is in our own discernment, and I know we know that, but do we really know that? So our own discernment and having the confidence in it, trusting in it, just like Kimmy holding space with the sunstone there. It's like that sunstone is grounding all of this message. That is the physical, like, space holder. All right. So I am going to do a chakra, just the physical body. What energy center might be accentuated as we're stepping through this portal, shifting. And again, we don't need portals to do this. It is a marker. It is a holding space. It is something we've collectively agreed upon to be that representation of these huge shifts that we are taking. It's this and that. Yes, it is happening. But again, something, a belief, anything outside of us isn't giving us the power. It can be working symbiotically, but it's not. Like someone who never knows about portals, does that mean that they're not jumping through portals all the time? No, they are. All right, oh, the heart. They're having me pull the heart and an ancestor. All right, let's see here. All right, let's just see what comes through. Oh, who's first? That's what I was checking to see who actually said they donated first. Just because I don't, donatees are first and top priority. And I do like to do them in the order they were donated. I have Melanie down as my first commenter as donated. All right. Thank you so much. So Melanie, so I do have Melanie. I do have Brenda, Kim, Charity, and Ada. Thank you so much. So Melanie, what is Melanie? What needs to be brought into her awareness? What is she really fully embodying as she's shifting through this portal? What is like really, let's just see what comes through. But I feel like what they're bringing through is what's really gaining a stronghold in the physical for you. That is really aiding your confidence. That's really developing. That's really transmuting into light. Something is de-densifying. It's becoming lighter. So we're going to see what's being brought, what subject matter, and I'm doing a chakra first. What is being brought to the forefront? What are you really gaining an extra strong confidence, discernment in? What is really empowering you right now? What is really activating right now so that you have greater confidence and can embody that and own up to it? And all right, I got two. I'm going to go with both of these. This one's standing upright first. So what we have here for you, Melanie, is flexibility and ending. So wrapping up this huge cycle, what I'm immediately feeling is you have overcome a lot of darkness, a lot of fear, and you are really, really stepping in to your own discernment, your own understanding, your own wisdom. What they're saying that will actually help you even greater is still remaining flexible with other people's ideas that might not be congruent in alignment, conducive to yours, they're saying. So you will be able to hold your own balance by not getting shaken up, not being reactive to maybe what other people are still holding true for them. So stay flexible. So they want you to, this is, oh my God, a lot of paradoxes today, kind of. It's the seeing that. So maintaining your own balance to being flexible with what you're receiving from the outside, but holding balance and being true to yourself still. So that's how you remain flexible. You're adhering, discerning, claiming, owning, stepping into your own light. You've transmuted a lot of fears. Look at this opening. Oh my God. You have created huge openings, Melanie. Look at the, like this is like a tunnel. There you are holding your light. You have worked through so many fears on this timeline that have affected other timelines. So something might have triggered you in this timeline, a fear, but because you worked through it and chose it on this timeline to transmute it, meaning find the light, allow the light to encapsulate it, to emerge from it, you have done that on all these other timelines, which is super duper activating all of this light within you. So you're holding all of this light also as a shield of protection due to your own um, experience you've experienced, and it's created a light. Goes right along with the beginning message. As we go through these experiences and we trust ourselves and discern ourselves and act on them, we create and activate this huge light force. And now it's actually acting as a model and an opening for others. But you got to remain, it's just suggesting being flexible still with the residual fears you're seeing playing out. Family members, they're saying, children or close ones, co-workers. For me, it's always my own family. I've learned to just kind of shut my mouth, not force my light onto others. Just being flexible, being able to allow your work light to weave in and out of um, other people's truths that don't resonate with you so much, that you don't claim, but you're allowing your light to filter in gentle ways, being flexible. They just show me you working in and out, being flexible, like a contortionist. And contortionist, is that how you say it? Contortionist, the person that can wrap themselves up in a knot and then unknot their body. So they show me you remaining flexible through your own balance, and then you help other people to navigate by just holding that light and flexibility. So for you, that is your orange, representing your sacral, your own personal power. Again, personal power, sexual energy, which is expressing, being flexible in your expression. And I'm somehow feeling that it's to do with others. They keep showing me like others in the scene. I don't know if it's family or friends or what have you, but as you exercise your personal power, being flexible as it pertains to outside, the outside forces. I don't know if that makes sense to you. And yeah, you have really mastered maintaining a balance as you've navigated through the fears, transmuted, activated this light, created a tunnel of protection. And it's not an outside protection. The protection came from you, from discerning and trusting and taking action in movement on your own inner understandings and wisdom and knowledge. And so as you express that on the outside, your personal power, just being flexible with it while maintaining your own balance. That's pretty powerful. And soul healing. That was the other one that popped up. This one came upright. And this is to do with soul healing. That was the other chakra. So your sacral right now is being called forth energetically during this 11-11 in pre-portal energy balancing. Just remaining flexible with how you express your individual. Doesn't mean you're compromising or diminishing. It's just saying to remain flexible. It's more like being flexible with others, remaining flexible with others. And soul healing is going to yield great abundance. Soul healing, these two go together. You've done a lot of soul healing, working through your own shadows, and then in learning it and extracting and activating the light, which has given you so much personal power, and just remaining flexible on the expression, just remaining flexible on your own expression of it. And the soul healing, beautiful. Christ consciousness, healing, illumination. This too looks like healing, illumination, light, an opening, yielding much, much abundance. Oh my gosh. You have done much clearing and energy and recalibrating and balancing through your own personal experience for all timelines. And obviously, they always talk about the bloodlines and lineage, clearing all of that, bringing it to the full light through your own traversing through the tunnels of darkness. All right, let's see here. I'm curious. I just want to call you an angel and ancestor to see what other energy that you can call upon or is really being activated within your being to aid your discernment, to help with your, to just further embody that confidence and whatever it is you need to hear from this archetype energy. Let me see here. Thank you, Brenda. Okay. This is for Melanie. Oh, shoot. I should actually put that on there. That way we'll keep things straight when I can put their name on the top. And we'll go right down the list as I see them. I don't know. I just heard the words master of clearing fear, master of clearing fear. So it's not that you necessarily had to resist the fear as well, Melanie. The way you clear fear is to actually go through it and allow it to show you parts of yourself. And when you allow fear to show you the things that you might be believing in that aren't serving you anymore, you work through them and then you activate the light. You've activated so much light. You've created this opening. You've created your own, you're entering the 11-11 portal, shifting to that by physically manifesting your own, the manifestation and reflections of your own opening. You're your own portal. Now you're manifesting the reflection of that portal. You're expressing the reflection of that in as you shift to this new existence. We're always shifting to new manifestations and new realities. You're shifting to show that physical change, that physical activation. Stargazer, set your sights higher. So this portal is going to bring you to understanding and realizations as Melanie in the physical, things that are going to be beyond your wildest dreams. Don't be afraid to dream. They want you to dream and visualize. Okay, so Melanie, let's say this 11-11 portal, let's say it's literally a physical existence you're walking through. What would that world you just walked through look like? Stargazing. Stars represent dreams. They represent ideas out there. They represent contact with the other galactic beings. What would it look like? They want you to visualize. They want you to embody and allow these high frequency visions to permeate your mind, your consciousness, your awareness. We all have many visions that are yet opened up and activated within us. It's almost like, say, they're actually showing it like this. You know, a woman, a girl, a female, when they're born, they have all of these eggs. They have all of these eggs within them, and it's a matter of fertilizing them or then throughout time, whatever. But anyways, we're born with all these potential eggs, right? Well, we're all born with all of these potential stars, dreams, things that we want. And the way that we open it up or fertilize that dream is imagining it. They're saying visualize, allow that dream to speak to you. Ponder it lightly, not with intensity. Ponder it lightly. Okay, I am living my perfect existence. What dream wants to speak to me? What realization wants to speak to me right now? So the way I'm reading Stargazer is set your sights higher, not through force, not through forcing something to come in your mind, but allowing that seed like a woman's egg in her ovaries, allowing that star to shine into your awareness. Oh my God, this is so beautiful, Melanie. Allowing it to shine into your awareness. We are born with many stars. We could call it our mind, our head, our third eye, wherever you want to use as a container for those holding of the stars. That star wants to shine its awareness to you. So believing in ideas or realities or things that can come to be that have no limitations. Allowing whatever wants to gaze in your awareness to be a potential for an actual physical experience for you. And they're saying even when you are allowing and softening your mind, softening your body through meditation, even active meditation, through sleep, through dreams, when you allow that awareness to shine, as you allow that information to shine into your awareness, you are actually even living it as you are receiving it. And then it can manifest into more physical, tangible experiences for you. Yeah, so it's just allowing. That's what I'm feeling really, really strong for you as you are stepping into this. That psychic awareness is really going to open up that third eye, the dream state, prophecy, prophetic ideas, allowing yourself to soften, to receive the star you were born with, to gaze into your awareness. And then you can give birth. They showed me that the analogy of a woman being born with many, many eggs, but not every egg becomes fertilized. So you've got them all. Allow the one to reach you. Just like a mother who conceives and the egg gets fertilized. Well, guess what? A soul. Oh my gosh, that goes along with this too. I don't know if you're actually looking to have a child. That soul chooses to come in and implant through that egg and in the fertilization of it and through the mother's womb. Well, there's a dream that wants to come through you and be fertilized through your awareness. So allow yourself to just receive that. And the right star that is matched also for your soul's purpose is going to come into that awareness. And to believe and to trust your discernment and have the confidence to take action on whatever you're receiving. Very powerful. Thank you very much, Melanie. Hopefully that made sense to you. Let me just see who's going to be up next. That is so good for all of us. Okay. Thank you, Melanie. And next is Brenda that I see up there. Before I go to Brenda, I just want to see if Melanie got anything out of that. Not that I even have to know if she got anything, but I'm still physical and human, or if she had a question, I'd just like to know. Unless you are a seahorse, yeah. And that is so funny because I've been seeing seahorses a lot as well. So that I think is also showing you how you embody the miracles within you, and not that you're going to fertilize your own egg, but in a way you are. You're fertilizing your own egg. Wow. You mentioned seahorse for a reason, and I think it is you fertilizing your own head, holding everything in within you and embodying it. Not having to understand intellectually how it's going to manifest or how you're going to give birth to it, but knowing that you are and allowing yourself to soften to receive that information. Hey, Lauren, yeah, I saw that you got in touch with luxury again. I love those pics that you posted. Baby is a metaphor to create, absolutely. Giving birth to something new, but that something new was part of your soul's purpose. It wants to experience in the here and now, and you're going to receive your baby through your star gazing, allowing that star to shine into your awareness. Thank you, Melanie, so much for holding space for that beautiful message. New Earth, absolutely. All right, Brenda is up next. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for holding space for that beautiful imagery too. I absolutely love that star imagery. That was quick, Brenda. Oh my gosh. And I'm going to pull another one. It's the same one. Same one. So piggybacking on Melanie's, I just want to see. I'm going to pull another one, but what I'm feeling for you, Brenda, within this is having the confidence and the trust for the expression of your sexual energy to come forth. However that is, it could be sexual energy. It could through what that typically means with a relationship. It can also mean just through the way that you move throughout your life, trusting in that. So I think there's going to be a greater confidence and trust in your expression, overcoming doubt. They're saying self-esteem. Maybe you've worked through self-esteem in the past, really mastering and overcoming self-doubt. How you hold your body, how you live through in your body, how comfortable you are in your own body, I'm feeling is prominent. Dressing yourself up where it feels good. That message has been coming through a lot. Putting on your own clothes, not worrying about anybody else's eyes peering on you, whether it be through artwork, dressing yourself, the way you speak, the way you run, the way you work out, the way you teach, the way you eat, any of it. It's about really, really being comfortable in your own skin and finding that balance within yourself, nurturing yourself, satisfying your own sensual needs, taste, food, feel, look, all of it, your environment even, I'm feeling is really strong for you. I'm going to pull another one though, and I'm going to keep this one out for a minute. Shoo! What else for Brenda? Spirit's kind of making fun of me right now, saying, well, it's not that coincidental that that card would come out again, because you guys are all a part of like a family, and you all are holding certain energies that's just going to be applicable to you differently. It's just like somebody from the same family, a sibling. They might have a certain gene, but how it affects them is going to be a little different. They might carry that strength or quote unquote weakness into something else. So how is it that remarkable that that card would come out again? They're almost like picking on me in the background. Like, duh, of course that can happen. They're telling me. All right, I got it. Your body is a temple, Brenda. They're saying honor it like a temple. It's a temple unique to itself. And they want you to enjoy. Now I'm feeling it in the heart. They want you to enjoy your body, not to be hard on yourself, not to criticize yourself, not to belittle your expression. You are a powerful, powerful temple of light, of love that the world needs, that holds space, that illuminates light codes. I don't know if you've gone through some past self-judgment with yourself or others, and it's about healing and allowing all of that to go and to find that balance within yourself. What works for you, not listening to the outside of maybe they're almost like showing me you younger. I don't know if you were told certain ways were better, or you got to be like this, you got to look like that, or you really shouldn't do this, or you shouldn't do that. Just finding that balance and flexibility within yourself, being gentle with yourself, accepting yourself. And they're saying that they see that you do that, but don't be afraid to shine that, to show that, to be that. To mix match your socks. They're showing me mismatched socks, because I'll do that. I'll mismatch my socks, even my knee highs with shorts. I'll mismatch patterns. I don't worry about fitting in. It's about being confident in your own skin for you, they're saying, and being flexible with yourself and your own insecurities and working with them. If you're insecure about something, not not going against the insecurity, comforting that insecurity by doing what you need to feel good about it. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I was picking up for you as far as the sacral goes. And the other one, oh, love. They do go together. They do go together. Loving yourself, allowing your flame to shine, healing your heart, giving yourself love, acceptance, compassion. We are brought up, and we're brought up in times of where we're so taught to fit into molds through marketing, through social, through magazines, through pictures, commercials, even shows, movies, how to look, how to be, how to express, what to do, what diet, what fasting, exercise, what program to be on. They want you to be flexible in yourself. This is how discerning is coming. Discern what feels right for you. Love yourself. Honor your insecurities. Honor your whatever it is that where those places that you were trying to fit in but don't, or try to acclimate to but can't. Be flexible with yourself and honor your body as that temple. Give your and then just in that you activate your own love. And I know that seems kind of cliche or common sense. There's just these new, you're going to be gaining this new awareness of yourself. As you are gentle with yourself and flexible, you've got all of this new light coming and emerging from the dark. I'm feeling that maybe in the past you might have chose as a soul to experience and work through insecurities, doubt, not really, almost like looking on the outside for who you are. You're inflaming these new passions and ideas and nonconformity and individualized expressions within you from the dark, from all that you've come through, worked through. It's given you a ground of understanding. Through understanding what you're not and who you aren't, you're coming to understand who you are, and you're allowing that to connect the dots. All of the little times where you try to fit in or try to do something or try to learn something in a way that others taught you. I'm not saying it's just looks, just even learning, comprehending, processing, anything outside. You're very unique unto yourself, and they have shown you who you're not so that you can be shown who you are. And you're going to be stepping through this gateway, this portal with this mastery of self through your own self-acceptance and healing and shining. The heart, the green representing heart, healing, Raphael, Mother Earth, connection with the earth as well. One more here. I don't know. They had me pick up the Mother Earth heart cards. Let's see real quick what it says. Is it this one? All right, I'm going to go with it. See, my mind wants to shuffle, but sometimes Spirit says things are easy sometimes. The card will just be laying there. The message is laying there. You don't need to work so hard. That's a message unto this message. You don't need to work so hard. It's just laying there. It just is, and accepting that. You've got this card. It's a little heart here in the pavement or concrete, not pavement, in a stone, and it just got chipped away in the perfect form of a heart. What do we find in the middle? Kind of like this heart here, this portal. All of these little pieces of, it looks like a portal, but there's tons of little pieces of sand or concrete all in there, almost like all of the little eggs. Again, piggybacking off from Melanie's, all of the little eggs, all of the little potentials, all the possibilities within you there, in your awareness now. Different ways you can express yourself more fully and wholly that is totally in alignment to you. But let's see what the back says. Flow. When you surrender to a state of faith and trust in life, you will flow with the universal energy of love. Goes perfectly with this as well. Only abundance on all levels can prevail. Release resistance to all of the universe release resistance to all the universe has to offer through trust and love. Goes back to the beginning message. Trusting our own discernment, trusting who we are, trusting our light, stepping through with confidence. So allowing who you are to the full capacity and stepping through and allowing the universe to work with you. Not having, the universe doesn't want you to be anyone else. It doesn't want you operating out of anybody else's beliefs, understandings, processes, modalities, tools. It wants to work with you, with your authentic light, with your divine frequency, with who you are, with your heart's energy, with your soul's purpose. So saying going with the flow and just allowing that and releasing any personal resistance against self. Could be an idea you have, but you think, well, it's not me, my idea. What do I got to offer? Or, boy, that person knows so much more. No, 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 they don't. So it's just opening up and releasing resistance to allow you. Again, the black here can represent the fear, releasing, working through it, allowing it to work for you. And then here, you're opening up to a portal of all of these potential. This is like the 11-11. Within this broken heart, all of the resistance has been removed. And as you step in through this 11-11, as you shift to this new frequency that you are embodying, so many potentials, so much abundance. All right, one more. One more for Brenda. What super duper energy is supporting you? What timeline is really stepping in? What timeline is Brenda really activating? This one. High Priest. Intend and create. Intend and create. Your intents are super powerful. Make sure your intentions are aligned with your own self-worth and self-confidence and discernment. Intend to create, Brenda. Intend to create expressions that are resonant and pure and undiluted of Brenda. So intend. Go forth and create. You have the tools already. This is like a tool right here. It's aqua. That's my favorite color. Aqua. He knows, and they're saying, Brenda, you know, you hold the tools. You got that perception, that higher perception, your psychic abilities, your higher self speaking all the time. You are wearing the garment. Look at that white. You're wearing your own clothes. Pure white, the divinity. Clothe yourself with what makes you feel comfortable, what works with your own tools, and what is congruent and in alignment to what you are receiving within. High Priest. Intend and create. Beautiful. Totally confident. Everything is in alignment, and they've gotten rid of all of the mumbo jumbo of the mind. Just really intending. He's holding his tool straight out from his heart. His heart, one end is aligned with the heart. The other is kind of in the mind, the speak, the truth. Everything is aligned. So having trust in your expression and who you are, but honoring your own insecurities and working to what makes you feel good and comfortable based on you, not the outside. All right, great reading, Brenda. Thank you so much. All right, next. Ada, next on the list. And then Kim, you will be after Ada. Ada, thank you so much for your donation. Okay, so what energy is coming to the forefront on this portal, on this 11-11? Pre-portal energy, things that are needing to be brought into our awareness to give us the confidence in our own discernment and the power in who we are, not basing it on anything outside of us. But knowing as we embody more light, the outside is reflecting simultaneously those activations and confidence within us. These cards, these oracles, you are creating them. You are reflecting them. Kim, or not Kim. Ada. Ada. This, I know I'm on Ada. I have her right there. I said, Kim, I know you're up next, Kim. I'm going to give you your own reading naturally, but this just might bleed into your reading, just so you are aware of that. Ada. Wow. They're coming through really Really strong. You also got High Priest, but I'm shuffling again. Ada. If it's meant to come out, it will. The High Priest, though, also for you, Ada, is also relatable. You did receive it. I put it back in, and I did shuffle for another card, but you also are working with that High Priest energy. You hold the tools as well. Bearing, less is more for you. They're saying less is more. In that picture of the High Priest, he has just a little white sarong on. His chest is bare. That is showing you are bearing. You're allowing your vulnerability, and you're trusting in that. You're trusting your vulnerability. You're trusting and exposing your heart, and you are wearing minimal, and meaning that you are not carrying baggage with you. You are leaving and even cleaning house, getting rid of things as the holiday seasons even are upon us. You're getting rid of things that clutter, things that you don't need, things that might have meant something that don't anymore. So for some of it, I don't know why this is relating to decluttering, minimalizing what materialistic things you have in your closet or are surrounded with, so that you may reflect more clarity, more purity, and create more. They're saying a feng shui where the energies can just flow. They're flowing. It's clearer. And this will allow and create space for the manifestations of these new energies, this new confidence and discernment that you're stepping into and embodying. But for you, less is more in general. It's not that you're getting rid of stuff to fill in the space. You're getting rid of stuff in order for your natural self to shine more, to give you space for your own expression. Oh, man, that is cool. All right. I don't see I've been doing 3. I'm going to do that again. 3 cards. That's for you, Ada. Beautiful, beautiful energies, you guys. I love the confidence. I love the discernment, the trust in yourself. And the confidence, trusting in yourself, in your own expression is coming through really, really, really strong. Trusting in your own discernment is your safety. Safety is not found in anything outside of you. For right now, they're saying the outside physical world is crumbling because we are creating a new safety. The new safety is going to be that new expression of the energy that we are activating within ourselves, which is activated through taking action through our own discernment. So it's trusting your own discernment, trusting your own inner guidance, trusting in the information you're activating is going to seem new, and they're just saying trust in whatever that is or wherever it's falling in your life. New information. The safety isn't in the outside anymore. It's not in acquiring a house or a certain job or a certain paycheck or certain anything, a certain vehicle, certain clothes you wear, and we know that. But safety is not there anymore. The safety, true safety, is trusting your own discernment, and that discernment is activated even more when you act on it, this information, and trusting this new information as you step through the portal. And these individual readings are saying, okay, just give me an idea of what area in my life is this relating to. So far, a lot of it is sacral, personal power, and personal expression. The last 2 readings, personal power, personal expression, being confident in oneself, but honoring your own insecurities and doing what it does to make you feel good. Maybe the fashion people are telling you, okay, I want to wear a nice button pant, but maybe your body doesn't feel good and your waist doesn't feel good in a really tight form. Honoring that and wearing elastic. Okay, honoring who you are and stepping into it and making the most and shining. We're not cookie cutters. We're not meant to be cookie cutters. You guys are like a snowflake, Spirit is saying. Everyone is cut individual. And the snow, representing crystallized water and emotion, is representing the crystallizing, the manifesting, the reflection of that individual frequency, shape that you are, energy that you are in this new earth, in this new world. All right. You got what might be for you is personal power, but you might be literally writing a book, putting together information, having the confidence in that, releasing this information, releasing these codes of light. Codes of light are, you're activating. When you get an idea and it's an aha, know that you've released a code of light within you. That feel good, that high, like that excitement, like, oh my God, that's what that means? That gave me a different perception or understanding. Wow. You literally activated codes within you. So don't diminish that excitement you feel, that deeper understanding, because that's literally, Ada, activating codes of light within you. It's that simple. When Rhea goes on her run and gets an idea or an insight and is all excited, she literally activated a code within her, a new understanding, and then those codes build upon others. And that information allows you to gain more information, which activates another code. And they're building blocks, they're building ideas, they're building information. They're all interwoven and affect one another. Like a master learning, they want to do art. Say someone wants to do artwork. Maybe this is to do with art or expression or taking ownership of that power. An artist gets this bunch of pencils, charcoal pencils, all these different types of paints. And they learn the basics, strokes or whatever. Then they learn all of this other stuff. I don't know anything about art, but shadow work or all of that. And it's building and building and building. And every time you build or learn something new, a new insight energetically, it's going to manifest in the physical, that Spirit is saying. They're building upon, and it just keeps, just like our light, expanding bigger and bigger. Here's one cycle, you ended it, boom. You needed this cycle to get to this cycle, to get to this cycle, to get to this cycle. And it's like that big bang constantly expanding and reverberating out into all the other cycles. Nothing is lost. Everything you learned here, any experience you had, or any partner you left, or a loved one that's passed on, they're still with you. And you're taking that experience to here, to here, to here. So something to do with building upon for you as well. Maybe you are building upon a book. Maybe you want to create a book. Know that every insight can actually write it down and actually create a book. Sparks of information. They want you also to trust in that, first of all, and know, yes, that is true. And yes, this can lead to a book or whatever that idea is. They're also saying you holding all that book and knowledge. You don't need to be looking outside. Other things can catalyze, trigger, reflect that information, but know that it is still coming from here, you. This is solar plexus energy. So trusting that sun within, trusting that which makes you light, bright, feel good, activated, alive, and maybe putting it to paper. This darkness here also around the book is also showing me a lot of us in these readings are coming out of a certain darkness, that darkness and that fear, that unknown. Really, we needed that to activate this knowledge and codes within us. This book is coming out of nowhere, but it's not coming out of nowhere. It's coming through all of the fears, all of the shadow work, all that you've allowed, all that you've entrusted in, and you're bringing forth this information. I don't know. I'm just feeling that you're a book, Ada, and you're bringing forth these informations into the physical form. And this stuff has been activated through your own life experiences, building upon, building upon, building upon. A snowballing, bigger and bigger and bigger, adding the information to make sense and activate more and more light codes. What do we got here? Divine wisdom. That's a 9. So wrapping up all of these cycles, overcoming all of these fears to create all of this knowledge and wisdom and insight. You hold some divine wisdom and knowledge, and they want you to discern it. Discern from your point of view, not another's. Doesn't need to make sense to some other master you know, some other teacher you know. They don't need to have it make sense as long as it makes sense to you. And it's about bringing forth new information for you. Now, whether you're literally writing a book, maybe a teacher, maybe it's just the way you're teaching your children or the way you do something differently, trusting in that, trusting in this new knowledge. But it has to do with sharing. It has to do with some sort of physical manifestation of this new information you've activated within yourself, discerned within yourself, having the confidence and trusting in it. Trust it. We're not going to create a new earth from all of the old information and knowledge. Yes, it was a building block or an activator or a catalyst for new information, but we're not going to be leaning on the same. This is also maybe also speaking to you about leaning on old information, old books, old writings. Maybe you read a lot and you're taking that and it sparks something within you, a new information. Like I was brought up Catholic and not a lot of things made sense to me. And I asked, what is the truth of it? And so now when I see a verse or something from a Bible or some sort of scripture, it takes on a whole different layer for me. It sparked some new information and insight that I didn't know prior. So you also might be an educator or love to just be educated and read books and know that this information that is activating is true. It is true, and it is empowering. So that's what I got for you. New information being sparked, trusting in that, taking information and building upon it, allowing it to be like a bomb fire or a burn pit. You throw something in and you throw more things in and it just becomes activated and enlivened and alive. So you are like an open book. Also, it's also saying don't be afraid to be an open book. You can be an open book and trust in that. It's okay. Share your information. Share your information, they're saying. Share your information, Ada. And White Witch, be the light. Son of a bee. You've got some major light activations and codes. So you got the White Witch here. Be the light. You are the light. You are the book. You are the divine knowledge and wisdom. Share it. Put it in physical form if you need to. Write it, blog it, post it, whatever. Instagram it, TikTok it, whatever. They want you to share it. You are the light. And be the light. And you got White Witch. And again, both of these are wisdom and knowledge. This looks like a book of wisdom and knowledge. Owls represent wisdom and knowledge and inner truth and bringing information that was in the dark to the light. Owls are nocturnal, right? Nighttime animals. They see in the dark. So it's about you bringing information through your own experience of fears and trusting in that new information, they're saying, as you go through these portals, embodying it more and bringing it even more into a physical form. And maybe you like New Age teachings, information. Maybe you're building upon that. Maybe you have, I don't want to say a spell, a recipe, whatever, a way of doing it, a tool, a modality, and building upon that also to be utilized as a tool, as a healing agent, as an enlightening, maybe oracles, maybe you're creating oracles, cards, some sort of stuff that would be connected to witchcraft, White Witch, light. And then this card, Mother Earth Heart card, you get fill her up. Again, this is the divinity to me, this broken shell. This is the heart. It's a stone, but it's leaning on this. It's like got this right next to it. This divinity, this white, it's a broken shell with the aqua. I love the aqua. To me, that represents sky, openness. But this stone was standing out is really, really porous. See how the pores in this? To me, this is you opening up to portals and activating much information and light codes within you. You're an open receptacle through that heart space to receive and give information. And what it says is fill her up. Lasting fulfillment can only be achieved by turning inwards, not from the outside, not finding your divinity outside of you, but in you. So by turning inwards and connecting to the eternal source of love that you are, rather than filling up space. Holy shit, are you the one I just was talking about clearing space as well? Ada? Are you the same person? I've been going on and on here. Instead of filling up the space around you. So maybe you're someone who fills up a lot of space around you with markers, tools, reminders, or thinking they're maybe enhancing your power, which if you connect to them, then it's worthy of being there and if you enjoy it, but knowing that that power comes from within. So creating space for your own expression to come forth. Maybe getting rid of some books on the bookshelf and writing your own book, or getting rid of something you store-bought and expressing your own picture or whatever, drawing your own picture, your own artwork or decor. It says, when you connect to the eternal flow of joy within, the space around you will reflect a deeper and long-lasting contentment. I'm pretty sure that went with your opening message, the intuitive message about clearing space and allowing the space and stuff that is outdated or might represent an old frequency or a frequency you that isn't as activated, removing some of that stuff so that your light may shine and be in that space instead. Not suppressed, not suppressing your own light by outside exterior objects, idea, even, and not even physical, Could be mental ideas, thinking you need to do or be or acquire more knowledge when you already have the knowledge within you. You already, yeah, there's something here about you already holding the knowledge within you, represented by that book, represented by this witch. Beautiful. And maybe you get ideas and you do want to explore more this kind of stuff, the white witch, Wicca, that kind of stuff. But putting your own light on it, going further than what is taught to you, taking something, reading a book, taking some information, but going further and trusting in it, trusting and discerning what fits you. So what might have worked for this white witch or something that you read could be outdated in the sense that it was applicable for a certain frequency, but now it's not applicable for you because your frequency is higher. You're able to utilize energy differently, and more energy is available to you because you are lighter. You're opened up. All right. Thank you, Ada. That was beautiful. Kim, thank you so much for being so patient. And then I have Charity, I believe, after Kim. All right, guys. Kim McKelwin. All right. So what is Kim? Finally, Kim. And then we got Charity. Did I put Kim up there? Yes. All right. Let's see what Kim says. Shoo. All right. Pre-portal reading. What needs to be and come into Kim's awareness just to help clearly, just more clarity, more confidence, more integration, more anchoring into her own power. So she steps forth with a greater confidence, discernment, expression, all encompassing her. All right. Yeah, a lot of these cards, oh my gosh, I cannot believe how interconnected you guys are. Kim, you also received White Witch. I'm going to leave it out, but I am going to do another one. We'll see how that comes out as well. Thank you guys for your presence, your patience, donating, sharing out, bringing your light. None of these messages would be coming forth unless you actually had your gaze and your light shining on this platform, on this live today, because it's through your light that you're reflecting these messages and these oracles at a personal level and for the collective. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Shoo. And it does look like a lot of obviously, the collective message at the beginning to do with the pre-portal energies is finding our safety and our own discernment again, having confidence in it. And as you take action on that and movement and allow it to be the basis of your decisions, you activate it and you anchor it in your physical world. And a lot of you guys' readings are dealing with the solar plexus and the sacral today. You got solar plexus energy as well, and it's to do with bringing forth that confidence and working through that and allowing the light to be that support for you in your allowing the confidence in your own light to support you is really being called forth. And also through our own expression is really being called forth as I do your readings, all of you. Our confidence and trusting in our own discernment is our safety, because that is our God self. So what greater safety is there in our God self but then to trust in that, and then trusting in our expression of our God self, trusting in our color, our flavor, our attire, our speak, our vibration, our frequency, all of that in a nutshell is really what we are embodying in this 11-11. All right, so you received, Kim, inner strength, inner strength. Know that the shoot, this is such a heavy, this has the potential of being a heavy card, but as heavy as something is heavy, as hard as something has been to break through, is equal to that power that's coming forth, the intensity of the light. I can feel the heartbreak. I can feel the openings, just like this picture here. You have gone through some intense personal experiences that were gifts to bring forth the confidence, the power, the discernment, the trust in oneself. You have broken through the molds. Even this woman looks almost like a structure that's breaking, brittle, a statue that it's all of a sudden that life is coming through. It's almost like at one point in your life, you might have been holding these energies and frequencies and really thought you were strong until you were broken. But the brokenness is released in a truer strength that isn't as solid, that is more permeating, penetrating, timeless. So you might have been born or brought into a lot of structure, and some events have caused it to break, have allowed you to have the gift of breaking free of it, to allow this strength. I would be proud to walk in your shoes. And your higher self is saying, I am proud to walk in your shoes. What you have allowed yourself on the physical has allowed you the strength, the courage, the confidence, the self-esteem to get through anything. Because your true safety is not in any outside structure. It's not in any house. It's not in any relationship. It's not in any vehicle, clothes, job, money. You are the safety. You create the outside. You received inner strength, and it's brought about a lot of change. Change, trusting in that change, Kim, is what you are being really called forth. What's being called forth. Your solar plexus is really alive, igniting. I feel like this is what has happened, and you're really instilling and integrating and anchoring all of this light, all of this information in your solar plexus to continue on your journey. It has brought forth great change, and this change is exactly what your soul came for. To create a new structure. This literally looks like a statue to me, but a statue that's come alive. And to me, that's kind of what your temple, your physical temple is going through. All right. So you also received that one, like I said earlier, energy supporting that as well. White witch, be the light. Well, son of a bee, you obviously are. Look at that. Breaking through new veins. You're creating new pathways of light. You've activated dormant light codes, DNA, information, whatever you want to call it. Information, they're saying. Wisdom, knowledge, courage, truth, frequency. You've opened up those pathways. The dam has been released, broken. And now you are that light, and you too are holding and embodying this wisdom and knowledge gained from going through your fears, not resisting them, going through it, allowing that experience whether you wanted to or not. Bringing forth a greater peace, greater hope, new creations, new earth, new energy. You're just working in new energy, higher, mystical. Magic. Working in white magic. Opening up to it due to this. Shaman. Look at that. That makes so much sense. You've allowed yourself an inner journey. Your soul has allowed yourself an inner journey. A shamanic journey. Connecting you to magic and wisdom and tools and modalities that you can utilize because of your experience. Trust in higher forces. I'm feeling like you almost were put in it, like the universe delivered you something earth-shaking, or something came to you unexpected, almost like your soul knew, but the human part of you, maybe it was unexpected, and it caused you to have to step into areas of the unknown, to face things within yourself that have brought you to a greater trust. Lots of wisdom, lots of knowledge, lots of information released. This owl, wings are opened up, showing the wisdom and knowledge released. The wings are open. It's not contained. It's open. You've opened up. Son of a bee, you opened up the hard way, but you did it. So trusting in that. The time has come, a completion of cycle, and entering our cycles. You've broken free. You've broken free. Like this timeline here, you've broken free of a clock representing linear time. You've broken free of linear time, but you've broken free of limitations of time. And also representing the time has come, an ending of a cycle and a new cycle of greater knowledge and freedom, and trusting in that. And how do you? Through your own discernment, trusting your information, trusting what is revealed to you, even if others don't understand, trusting what is revealed in you and having the confidence to express it in your own skin as well. And what you receive for a Mother Earth heart card, this is a little snow pile in the shape of a heart. Oh my gosh. Also, there's one little white. What stands out here too is this is almost like a star. So this is showing me the crystallization of water, the heart, emotions, desires against this black background. So through the darkness, through the fear, through the towers, you have come to trust and open up into your own light, your own divinity. And it wasn't easy. I just feeling a lot of pain there. It wasn't easy, but you did it. And now you have opened up to divine wisdom, knowledge. Right here, the shaman, this Indian with the wings wide open. Psychically, intuitively, you're trusting yourself. And it's also asking you to wish upon a star, to wish in the highest hope, to trust in the higher powers. Doesn't mean you're exactly living exactly like you want it, but what you did is you've built upon trust, represented by this little snow speck here. You've trusted it, going through the darkness. You're big, you're fully embodying so much of your divinity, and continue to trust in the higher forces, the higher powers, but it's still within you. It's within you. That is going to take you out of the darkness. You have this unwavering, and if you don't, you're being called to this unwavering trust in the inner and higher power within you. And trusting in that, and trusting in the journey, and trusting in the forces of the universe, entering that flow, knowing it's working for you, knowing that you can navigate through anything. All right, connected. See yourself in all that you see in your world, your family, your friends, your environment. Observe in appreciation, and you will discover a deeper connection with self. Your outside world is a pointing of the love within. So yeah, everything you've experienced has pointed you to yourself. It has shown you who you are. It has showed you what you're made of. It has connected you to the light in you, is connected to the light in all, and all is serving you, for you, by you. The more you appreciate and see that interconnectedness, the more it flows seamlessly. When you know nothing is separate from you, you allow it to work for you. I got to say that again. When you know nothing is separate from you, these snowflakes here in the past and in the future is not separate from you. You being the white little snow heart, it is not separate from you. Then you can allow the past to work for you, and know that the future is working for you because you're in your center. You are connected to who you are now. That is your navigation. That is your light. Through any unknown, through any confusion, nothing is separate. Appreciate your past. Know that the future is created in the now, and then you bring it all together in a PowerPoint. And the PowerPoint is you. Thank you, Kim. That was very beautiful. Very empowering readings, guys. Again, always pointing for our own discernment, pointing for us to trust in ourselves, but also to trust in the flair of your own expression as well. To release doubt, to release fear, to release judgment against self. Fear has been a necessary component, and we are overcoming so much fear. Spirit is saying we're not going to be entering that fear realm. That fear has done its job, is what Spirit is saying. We're not having to confront so many fears because we have transmuted and released and let go of so much of what the base root of the fear was. That's beautiful. That we're coming to a greater light. Light. Light is gonna be our guidance. Light is gonna be our trigger now. Not so much the fear. The fear has served its purpose and showing us what we have had to release, what we had to transmute, that what we were believing in, that which was not true, pointing us within, teaching us that we can only trust ourselves, and not in a bad way where you can't trust the outside world, but knowing that you are creating the outside world from your own trust within through having that discernment, trusting your discernment, bringing forth the new information that is activated within you. So the fear is wrapping up. I'm feeling the cycles of fear is wrapping up, and we're entering the age, the golden age, where the light is going to just keep building on itself now. We're not needing to traverse through the darkness. The light is going to now keep sparking and activating more light, like a bar. I keep using a fire. A fire gets going, and then it keeps activating and spreading fire. So the light is spreading more light. It's building upon itself. That is what is emerging. The darkness isn't going to be able to even be there because there's so much light now. Light also meaning high frequency, higher perception, the divine, the wisdom, the knowledge, seeing up here, that when you see way up here, you're shining light on that darkness and you see it for what it is and you have no more fear. So fear is really a cycle too that is really leaving us. It has served us, it has taught us about us, but we're done with that cycle of fear. We've worked through it. We've done the work. We've done it. Now you're the light. And we're working and building upon the light. I keep saying the light, like the book, like the sun, like all of these images, the light coming out of the darkness. This isn't what we're using as a tool anymore to help us make our decisions. We're not allowing the fear-based decisions. We're allowing the heart, the trust, the confidence, the sun within, our discernment to guide us. Done with this. Done with the darkness. All right. Not that on earth we'll always have those moments, but that dark isn't going to be encompassing us like it did. Very powerful, guys. All right. Hey, Tamra. You've been writing. Awesome, Ada. Continue. Spirit is recognizing that. Absolutely. Okay. On to Kim. Finally. Yes, yes, yes. The fear is over. You wrapped up that cycle, Kim. The fear is done. Now you're just you've allowed the fear to do its work. It's beautiful. Thank it. You've allowed it to activate you. You've allowed it to give you the strength, the courage to open up new veins, pathways of love and light. And now you're just going to keep taking that vein of light and it's going to connect to other lights like a river. Like a river, a stream, and it opens up and goes through different veins and then it enters the ocean. You're entering the ocean of your own light. The fear is not going to debilitate anymore. It's not going to overtake us. It's not going to be the place of our decisions. The light is building upon the light now. And do you do healing work, Kim? I'm just feeling healing for you as well. You have the capacity of being a great healer or shaman, a guide to help others navigate through their fear. I'm also feeling. But whatever that expression is of this new information and knowledge and light that you're embodying that always was there, but the fear helped to activate it, catalyze it, open it up, take away that mold, any outmolded beliefs that you had. They're broken like that statue, and it's just this powerful light. And the more that you recognize it, the more it anchors in. Just thanking yourself all the time, thanking your physical temple for your experience and going through what it went through, saying thank you. Oh my God, self, I'm so proud of you, God. What you've endured and what we've endured to bring forth and to be the conduit of this light and this new earth and this new world, and letting go of all fear and just bringing all that I've gone through and the knowledge that it's activated within me to be embodied in me. Just thanking it. The more they want you to thank yourself more too, Kim. Thanking your physical body for what it's had to endure and go through. All of you. To embody more spiritual energy, to embody more light. The physical body does take a toll because the old physical body was based on a lot of density, and sometimes it's not easy, even just physically, emotionally, health-wise. It's not easy for the physical part to hold so much light. So things do need to be broken to trigger huge change so that we can integrate this light in our vessel. All right, next, Charity, I believe, was on here. Let me find that name. Thank you so much, Kim. Hey, Presh. Thank you. Thank you for joining. First time here. Awesome. Let me know if somebody else don't. There she is. Charity, thank you so much. Hopefully you are still here, and thank you for holding space and being here to the end. And a lot of times I think those that come at the end of readings actually are extra lucky, just lack of term here, empowered because they've gone through everybody else's messages. Where sometimes if you're first up, you might get your message, and sometimes you stay, sometimes you don't. But the last one has gained so much information and awareness and activating through those that they followed in the message, that preceded their message. So that's a good way to look at it. All right, Charity. Okay, what does Charity need to know? Pre-11-11, pre-portal messages, just to gain and support us as we step into these higher frequencies of power, of confidence, releasing doubt, releasing judgment, embodying and trusting ourselves. Whoops, that one fell right out. What needs to be brought into our awareness? That's simple. Don't make it so confusing, Marie. Ooh, that's standing out there. I'm going to trust that. And one more. Charity. I'm feeling a lot of yellow, the vibration of yellow also around you, Charity. A lot of solar plexus intuitively is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that you are very given nature, not just from your name, but I'm just feeling you're very giving in nature. Almost to a fault, I'm hearing. You're very, I don't know, I'm just feeling you're giving, you're soft with others, you're compassionate, kind of like a motherly energy, just comforting, comfortable, yeah, just very beautiful, soft, glowy, giving, compassionate, understanding. All right, let's just see what comes through. All right. And you did receive for the chakra cards yellow, lots of solar plexus for you as well. A lot of activating, a lot of activating going on, but I'm feeling you're activating very, very balanced in the light. Soft. I'm just feeling soft, not really sharp energy. I'm just feeling soft, activating, gentle, flow, merging. Just merging. I'm feeling you in a state of allowing and just merging and allowing these energies to do their thing within you, not pressuring them, not forcing yourself. They're saying as you relax and you just step back and feel it yourself, allowing yourself, being soft with yourself, being comfortable with yourself, allowing and being gentle, and they're just showing you kind of relaxing, putting yourself in environments or positions where it's soft, it's natural, it's flowing, it's safe feeling, it's comfortable, and that will allow you to come into a greater balance and activation. Things don't have to be like harsh, fast, triggering for you. You're allowing in a very natural flow and state, and the more you can find yourself in a natural flowing state of peace. They're just showing me you sitting by a river and just seeing and meditating on the flow of a river or water. You naturally bring into balance and activate and balance all in one your energy centers, like this picture. It's actually 16, self-mastery. Well, there you go. Um, yeah, I'm just feeling, yeah, you are very good and self-mastered in a way that you can align, you can activate, protect, integrate new information with ease. Um, you've mastered, I feel, your emotions so that you don't overreact with uh, sharpness or harshness. You're able to, like water, merge and allow the water to go where it needs to, allow your energy to go and encompass what it needs to. No sharpness. So they're encouraging you, and I think you already are this already, just to be soft and flow. You definitely hold self-mastery, in the sense of your emotions, control not in a negative way where you're repressing. They're saying don't repress, but in a way that you're definitely operating from that love and not the fear part of you. So very, very beautiful there. Bringing peace and balance. So maybe you're a catalyst, maybe you are a mom, maybe you nurture others, but you have a very peaceful, nurturing way. So trusting in the gentleness of who you are, Spirit is saying. You don't need to be strong. You don't need to be strong. To be strong, you don't need to be strong. So knowing that your softness, trusting in your softness, trusting in the gentle part of you as your power, they're saying. You can trust the gentleness to be your power. Your master at keeping your energies clear, clean, open, fluid. And if you don't feel you are, to just simply keep allowing that and knowing that that is your part of your innate ability. Yeah, not, and also what's standing out in this picture is like it shows all the chakra points, but it doesn't really show a head. It shows all the other body parts. So it shows me that you're really good at staying out of your head, out of your mind, allowing your body to feel through things, to feel and not to overreact from an ego or heady or a fearful point of position. That is your power place, and to trust in that, to keep trusting in that. Okay. Shedding old skin. This was standing up, so I wanted to hit upon this for you, Charity. Did I put your name up there? Um, so you've gone through a lot of transformation, and it's brought you to a power point. Like the triangle to me represents power, and so that transformation that you've gone through, that life experiences have given you, act as a you've you've allowed them to help you shed ideas, beliefs, ways of being that you don't need, and through your transformation, you are integrating what you've learned, and I feel a lot of it is emotional healing and balance and calmness and peace to be your power, again, your power point. The triangle to me represents allowing the mind, the body, and the spirit to work as one, creating a power point. The triangle, you can think of it as a temple, a pyramid, bringing all of that transformation energy into your everyday physical. So the things that you've learned, the experiences that have brought you to greater awareness of self-mastery, you're utilizing them in everyday life and allowing and trusting in them to be your PowerPoint, to be your place that you call upon. Your calmness is your place that you empower yourself. I'm just really feeling that strongly. shedding old skin. And the other one was stargazer as well. You receive stargazer. Also allowing the ideas within you to open up and show themselves to you. And that will also happen through your calmness, through your balance and harmony. As you remain balanced and harmony, keep your physical body in good balance, shape, giving it what it needs, respecting it and honoring it energetically as well as physically as well as mentally, and that puts you in a state of calm, which allows these ideas to come into your conscious awareness. When you are calm, ideas will come to you, visions will come to you. They're saying even problem solving will come to you. Okay, those two were hanging out and drew my attention, so I wanted to touch upon them, Charity, but also Warrior. This was the card that actually was pulled, Warrior, and a warrior. I'm feeling your warrior abilities come to know, you know when to fight and when not to fight, and you know that peace is your friend, calm is your friend, love is your friend. Not coming from a place of fear, but that calm and that love I'm just feeling over and over with you. Be fearless, withstanding, strong. Strong in what? Strong in who you are. Not strong in fear, not strong in an outside force, but maintaining your strength through your balance. You're a warrior and a self-mastery through maintaining your own balance, doing what you need to do for you and to maintain your balance. If there's a lot of shit going around in your life and it's throwing you off kilter, know your body enough to remove yourself from it to bring us about your own calm and stability. So again, calmness isn't and peaceful isn't necessarily subjecting yourself to places and things that are upsetting you, but knowing enough to remove yourself from it as well is coming into the picture for you. The heart that came through is heart opening. I just saw this. It was a perfect cutout of a heart on a maple leaf. And it's just saying that you might be having to let go of some old ways or life, people, places, things, just an old part of you. And that's appropriate during the fall. The leaves are falling, they're decomposing, and that's going to bring forth new life in the spring. So I'm feeling that you too are also ending a big cycle that is bringing and creating an opening for a new life. This something you've had to let go of, something beautiful, something you enjoyed, something you loved. So it's about maybe having to leave something from your past, emotionally, physically, mentally, but it's opening you up, and it's going to bring forth a new life, a new creation. So it might be you might be a little melancholy or a little reminiscent of even holding on to the past with the 6 too. Sometimes that can be memories of the past, wanting them, yearning for them. And it's just saying also, whatever it is that you are letting go of is creating a portal for new life. You're building upon it. See this here, this, oh my God, it's so funny. So this decomposing leaf is actually upon a yellow leaf. Trusting, that's new life, yellow, warmth, life, abundance, growth. So whatever this leaf is that you're letting go of, life, way, state of being, it is building, because we got this one underneath it. It's building to give you new life, new warmth, new comfort, new peace, new security, coming from within you. But it's coming from within you as you let go of something old, something, a cycle that is over. Could be to do with you, or it could be to do with someone else, something that you're connected to that is ending, a cycle ending, a child graduating, someone moving on, you moving on, an ending to something that was something dear to you is being built upon, and it's creating a portal for greater love. It is creating a portal for also a more inner connection to self. It's connecting you to something within yourself that is coming forth to be born. Again, the theme is being born, giving life to something new within you. And that goes along with the stargazer as well. Something wants to be revealed, a new dream, whoops, sorry, that's not the stargazer. Something, a new vision wants to come forth from within you as you let go of something old. It says, shine on as you see more and more beauty in your world. The mirror the more your own light shines. Okay, so the more and more beauty you see in your outside world, the more appreciation you see, the more your own light shines, because that in itself was a piece of us as well. As without, as within, everything on the outside is a reflection of our energy. And when we show appreciation to something on the outside, it actually infuses our self, activates more light within ourself. The more you recognize your true nature, the more beauty you see. So also recognizing your own light, being appreciative of yourself is going to illuminate the outside. The outside is going to look beautiful, new opportunities, new beginnings. You're going to even see the old in new ways. So this can also be showing, as you see the beauty in something old, it activates a new love even. So as you can even, so it could go either way, only you know. You could either be letting something go, or you could be seeing something old with a new love and sense of appreciation as well. Charity. As you see your world, as you see yourself, as within, as without. So that's also just showing the interconnectedness. So the pre-portal, for you to sum it up again, is as you maintain your own peace, balance, equilibrium, and trusting in that, that is your power point. That will bring smoother and easier transitions for you. Removing yourself from circumstances that don't feel good to you in your body. And also honoring and respecting the old will bring forth new light, and you might be called to let something go in order to enter this portal, to enter an 11-11, to bring you to a greater expression of love through your own inner connection, but it comes forth on the outside world as well, bringing in new relationships, new places, jobs, opportunities, whatever it is for you. Let me see if you've said anything, or if you're still there. Okay. It's cold at 65, Lauren. that's that's a nice day. It's all relative. Hey Heather, thank you for joining. Hey Mystical, thank you for sharing. Oh, it's your mom. Okay. Yeah, beautiful. Is your mom living, Charity? I'm just feeling your mom maybe too might be an example or hold space and comfort for you as well. Like you've gained something from your mom. You pick, obviously we pick our parents before we're born to maybe infuse something within us to support us, or whether she's living or not living, you've gained from your mom. And if she's in spirit as well, that portal and that love and that comfort is obviously still there, supporting you and comforting you, that energy, that calm, maybe holding space, or helping you to remain calm and help you through things in life as well. That might seem upsetting, to hold that calm, to hold your center, to be like that eye of a storm. Lost her. Oh, last Thanksgiving. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I feel my whole heart center opening. I can feel that that was hard, and that connection and that love is deep. And even that card shows how the love is deep. Even that deep love right there, that heart and that portal is opening. So love, death is the greatest illusion. And as when we're so focused in the human physical form, we place so much emphasis on the physical, but the physical actually is an experience of the spirit. It gives us a limited experience of the spirit, what it wants to feel, to come, to deliver, to learn, to impart, all of it. But essentially, we're spiritual beings, and the physical is very limiting. So when someone does pass, it's not that they die. That the death is an illusion. They actually come into a greater fullness of embodying all parts of them. The light, we're all bright light shining, God's self energy, and we hold so much light and love, it's impossible to embody all of that in a limited human experience. So there's always so much of us on the spirit part, always working, supporting us, pieces of ourself. So your mom, it's like she's entered that fuller part of herself that she couldn't possibly encompass all of it on earth. We have most of ourself is in spirit, and then a lot of it is feeding and our soul, a bit of our soul has come through the to have this human experience. So death is an illusion that only a limited part of ourselves. It's reverse. When we pass, we enter the fuller part of ourselves, the joy, the highest frequencies, the love, the eternal part of us. We're able to know at a conscious level, not just having theory or not just getting glimpses as a human being. So your mom is entered and merged with all of the spiritual part of you, but is also supporting you, Charity, in the physical. And because spirit knows no limits, your mom too is also communicating through all that you allow in your physical. And it's almost like she's saying, I'm right there with you as we enter this 11-11 portal. I don't know if you're from the South or not, or I don't know how your mom is or what state you're from, but she's here like, I'm right here with you. She just says, I'm right here with you. I'm right here with you as you go through these transformations, as you go and step through the portal. I'm right here with you. It's like she's right here with you. Basically, she's saying she's right here with you, whether you see her physically or not. And she's even here with you at a greater capacity than she could be in the physical. Beautiful relationship you have. Thank you so much, Charity. Hopefully that gave you some insight and just to remain calm and to feel the love and to respect yourself and your mom's energy's presence when you are feeling removed from the chaos. You can communicate better and merge more with her spirit as you just maintain that peace and that honoring of self and what you need in the physical. All right, guys. Thank you so much, guys. That was quite a few readings. I'm going to go through and anybody who shared out, I'm not going to go through any big interpretations, but I want to honor you for being here and honor the 11-11 and honor. I'm going to do something I've never done before. A quick message. My son Caleb gave me this when I was doing Taekwondo, and it says, 1,000 paths to happiness. And many years I was teaching in many years ago, I had this little Taekwondo martial art class. And, you know, the basis of all martial arts is to connect us with our divinity within. And how do we do that? We bring balance and merging to all the parts of ourselves, the polarities, the yin, the yang, the masculine, and the feminine. And that's our power place when we can find balance and we allow all to work for us and merge together. And to be in that fine gray area in the middle, not being polarized one way or the other, but allowing the contrast to create something new, to activate something within us that we already knew, but wasn't in our awareness. And that's what the polarities do. They activate information within us, light codes, to build upon and to bring new insight and information and awareness, to build, to allow opposing energies to work together, to unify, not to be separate. Fear separates, love unifies. So anyways, if you've shared out, I'm going to just go one little message here. One little message. One little quote that might mean something to you. All right, so I'm not going to, for the collective, I'm not going to be doing cards, but I'll be giving a little message. So I saw, Lauren, that I think you requested shared. Okay, so I'm not going to do a card. I'll do an intuitive what comes, but I just want to do this because as we enter the 11-11, the 11 and the 11 can even be shown as it's a master number. What is a master? They allowed the dark and the light, the good, the bad, the black, the white, the feminine, the masculine to work together to create a pillar, to create a power, to create an opening, a gateway for new information, to embody, to shine the light that we are, to activate us. And this yin yang, path to happiness, is just showing that, is showing the unification, how it all works together. So a message supporting your own mastery. Even the spirit coming into the physical. It's opposing forces. We fight it. We might play one against the other. Oh, deny the physical, embrace the spiritual. But now we're realizing, no, you got to embrace the physical. You got to embrace the spiritual. Gives you double the power. And it activates and releases and connects you to information here that want to come out and be experienced in the physical. So our contrasts activate if we allow them, new information, new codes, new awakenings within us, that star-gazing information. And as we step through a portal, metaphorically, we step through a gateway into a new world representing these collaboration of energies and frequencies that keep building upon each other. All right, Lauren, shoo! All right, this is your message, Lauren. Allow yourself to turn your thoughts away from the physical things that surround you and look in on yourself. So it's just saying, allow yourself, again, to turn your thoughts away from anything you see on the outside. It can even be the way you think you need to express something or teach something or do something. And go within and put your eyes on your inside. What do you see? Soften yourself and allow that star to show you something. You are the star. You are the vision. You hold the information. So closing yourself off from everything on the outside and just gazing within, looking at yourself. All right. Short and sweet. Heather Graham. Choo. Your message, Heather, is try and avoid the things that overexcite you easily. Strive to achieve a more balanced environment. So for you, Heather, again, avoid the things that overexcite you, meaning maybe get you confused, get you overly stimulated, and achieve a more balanced environment. Again, retreating to calm, peace, harmony, things that quiet your mind so we can listen to our internal voice. Similar to yours, Lauren. Going within to listen to your internal voice, looking at yourself within, being quiet from the outside so we can hear within. All right. Presh, or fresh, what does that say? Presh. All right. Presh, this is your message from the past to happiness. There is a path of earthly joy, and there is a path, let me put it there so we know who we're on. There's a path of earthly joy, and there is a path of earthly pleasure. Both attract the soul. Who follows the first comes to good. Who follows the pleasures reaches not the end. I'm going to read it one more time because I'm trying to absorb it too. There is the path of the earthly joy, and there is the path of the earthly pleasure. Both attract the soul, meaning that all. So that's telling us right now, all the pleasures and the joy on the earth attract the soul. The soul came into the physical experience to have those experiences. Who follows the first comes to good. So who follows the earthly joy comes to good. Who follows the pleasure reaches not the end. So that to me is making it feel like it's more it's further reaching than that. It's further reaching than the pleasure. Also, you can look at it two ways. Those who just follow the pleasure don't get that satisfaction that is everlasting. You know, if you follow the pleasures, it's a pleasure and it comes and it goes, and then you're always searching for more, maybe. So I guess the pleasure isn't the end all. It just opens you up to receiving more. To me is how I'm understanding it. The pleasure, when you look and get something for a pleasure, it's not going to give you all the pleasure. It's going to give you an experience, and that experience goes and goes and goes and goes. It's not the end all. It keeps you following another thing. And the joy is a state of being. However you want to take that. There's a path of earthly joy and there's a path of earthly pleasure. Both attract the soul. Who follows the first comes to good. Who follows pleasures reaches not the end. So you're not going to find the fulfillment in the pleasure. The pleasure is an experience, is what it's saying. That had me thinking. Okay, Mystical, good to see you. I haven't seen you on the live for a while. Shoot. All right, what quote does Mystical need to hear? You're welcome, Heather. These are thought-provoking for me. All right, Heather, or not Heather, Mystical. Mystical. I wish I were what I was when I wished I were what I am. What the heck? I wish I were what I was when I wished I were. Oh, when I wished I were what I am. So basically, what I'm feeling from this is interesting. I wish I were what I was when I wished I were what I am, meaning you already are holding everything that you ever wished for. So Mystical, you already are all that you ever wished for. And sometimes we wished who we were in the past, wishing where we are now, and it's all one and the same. We already are all that. You are what you wish for now. So no sense wishing for anything other than who you are and where you are now, because you hold it now. Our wishing takes us almost outside of ourselves. You are who you are in the now. Who you wish for and what you wish for then, you still are now. All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Hopefully that you got something out of that. Food for thought. These are kind of like something to think upon, something to ponder upon. Thank you for sharing. So to me, to sum it up for me personally, how I'm seeing that is let go of the wishing. You already are all of that. Just live it and be it. Embody it now. Claim it now. Anchor into your body, and you already are all and hold everything you could ever wish for in the now. All right. Anyone else? Anyone else want a path to happiness? All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Mystical. I know what that means. Yes, I wish I was the Wonder Woman I used to be. But you're still holding that now. Thought-provoking, yeah. I'm not even going to, you know where I'm going wrong? I'm trying to explain it. I just got to say it and let it be. Say it and let you interpret it the way you want. Kimmy, I'm going to do one for you. Let's see what Kimmy gets. Shoot! I'm not going to explain it this time. I'm just going to speak it. Yes, you are. Shoot! Gypsy. All right. Oh, wow, you got a nice one. This one's like nice big print here. All right, Kimmy Siegel. The best medicines in life can be found in a faithful friend or a happy moment. That one needs no explanation. So when I decided to stop explaining, I got to sell one that just says it all. The best medicines in life can be found in a faithful friend or a happy moment. Thank you for that one, Kimmy. Louise, shoot. Let's do one for Louise. Louise O'Connor, thank you so much. This is your path to happiness insight for the day. Every time you get frustrated and feel that you're not going anywhere, consider this globe called Earth that we are all riding on. So every time you get frustrated and feel that you're not going anywhere, consider this globe called Earth that we are all riding on. All right. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Heather. That's so sweet for you to look out for Louise. Yes, that was Louise's. So in the bigger scheme of things, if we're all on the world and we take that perspective, none of us are going anywhere because there's nowhere to go. We already are where we need to be. Because the world stuck in outer space, and we don't think we're going anywhere. But if we took it from the outer perspective, there's the world. It's not going anywhere. It looks like it's just sitting out there. So we're all where we need to be, and we're all going or not going anywhere. All right. Facebook user. Hi. Let's do one for Facebook user. Just placeholder. So Facebook user, we are just, I did a lot of readings, pre-portal readings, but I'm just pulling some 1,000 paths to happiness. In the portal representing to me the 11-11, and now we're having double 11-11, creating a marker as a portal. But the 11 to me is mastery, and it's bringing the balance of the opposing forces together to create a catalyst, to create new information, expression, self, to step through, embody that, and then boom, reflect that new mastery energy. Oh, that's Sally Love. Thank you. It just says Facebook user. It doesn't say the name. All right, Sally Love. If you don't, any other Sally wants it, you can claim it to be yours, Sally, or not. I'm just using it to bring another message because these are kind of interesting. Success in building skills upon early experiences depends most of all upon happiness. So again, success in building skills upon earlier experiences depends most upon happiness, because happiness is a high frequency. That's is what ignites new information, new light codes, love. And if you're not happy, what success was it? Even if you invented something, some huge machine, but you weren't happy, success is the happiness. So basically, it's also saying it doesn't matter what you do. If you're not happy, what success was it? Happiness is the key. Following your happiness, following your joy. You can look at a gazillionaire, and if they're not happy, what good is all that money? You could be the smartest person in the world, but if you're not happy, what good was it? All right, guys, we'll end it with that. Happiness is true success. All else is an experience. It's fun. It's a playground. It's our state of being, that matters. And our state of being is what creates that outer reflection, creates our world. All right, guys, happy pre-portal day. And John and I, like I said, are coming on 11/11 for a private Zoom class. Only $25. You will get individual readings from both of us, bringing forth energies. And then John, the master that he is at EFT, is going to be sharing tools on moving energy that needs to be unstuck or blocked or allowed in order to embody all of these gifts and activations and energy and information that we are, that we're embodying. We already are all of that. But every activation, then it creates other activations, and we're flooded with information. But if we have, say, one tiny little thing hidden from us, a little thought or a little speck or a little belief or something that we're holding against ourselves, if it's there, then that light can't get through that doorway. So join the class, guys. It's for teachers and students alike. It can even be information and techniques and that you can utilize in your own healing practice as well, for yourself and for clients or everyday people you meet with to share. All right, guys. Heather, did I do one for you? I think so, right? Yeah, because you let me know about Louise. All right, guys. Sounds like past self wanting what you are now, but can come to appreciate what you are. Thank you. That is very good. for one of those readings. Sounds like the past self wanting what you are now, but you can come to appreciate what you also were in the past right now. Very good insight, Heather. Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you, Heather. Thank you. All right, guys, may you all shine with the entirety of all the love and light that you are.